This is the era where Russo is, of course, not involved. What's your relationship with Russo like, if there is one, in 2001?
Oh gosh, so that would have been, yeah, summer of no worries. I mean, he was in Atlanta, and I think, he was an employee, so I, I think I may be wrong, but I think he went right into opening CD Warehouse, and he was a small business owner and completely consumed by that. I
I
may,
got you.
I think so. I don't think we were talking every day. I don't think it was we were just not talking. I think he was three kids at home and starting a CD warehouse, and his life was consumed.
Of course, we're watching a pretty fun episode. Hopefully, you're watching along with us. Without the sound on, this looks kind of weird. We got Vince McMahon in the backstage area talking to Tori Wilson. We got some live watch along. We got some folks who are a part of our live studio audience over at adfreeshows.com. Ernie says, Jeff, how does it feel to see the admiration and appreciation stemming from your Owen Hart Cup interview? That interview was super well received. Now that you've had a few weeks to reflect on that, have you had a chance to process that a little better?
Well, Conrad, talk about taking me out of the moment. As I watch Vince and Tori, and this whole thread through this show, obviously is a setup and a payoff for the whole Shane, Stephanie, Linda, haha, with Stone Cold involved in it. But Ernie, to answer your question, and I'll just repeat it, how does it feel to see the admiration and appreciation stemming from your Owen Hart Cup interview? Um, I obviously am very grateful for it. I I appreciate it. Um, all that goes without saying, but Conrad, maybe you can help me out a little bit here in that if you know, in that this is a this is such a unique situation. Um, a part of my journey. Um, all of it is so raw, and I hate to use the word real, but I think that's the true reality of it. Is that you know um, there was chatter of it months and months and months ago, and that's kind of how I opened the interview. Hey, how do you feel about being in the Owen Hart Cup? And it is it is so surreal that here we are, um, in my 37th year. Um, the things that have happened over the last 7 years, we've touched on it back and forth coming out of the pandemic. Um, went to Top Guy weekend, had lost about 15, 20, 25 pounds. I'm going to make up my mind to get in shape. That happened. The Ric Flair last match thing, set of circumstances happened. Um, the AEW opportunity came along. The pieces of the puzzle that had to happen at WWE in order for just my life to take different twists and turns, and then the AEW set of circumstances, and just how things have happened, and I've really just taken things one day at a time. And in so many ways, Conrad, I've just tried to do my best to get the hell out of the way and let the grand weaver weave whatever he's going to weave. But, and I mean that, I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I think that there would be an opportunity for me to go to Calgary as a part of the Owen Hart tournament. I mean, it's just incredibly special to me. And I understand it's in the context of the professional wrestling business, which is scripted sports entertainment. But for this third generation guy and the ups and downs and everything that have come with it, and my special friend who's the son of a promoter, like I'm the son of a promoter, and our bond. But I'm really getting this opportunity. Of course, it's going to be special and emotional. And I think that is the thing that I'm not sure people can fully grasp the reality of the situation, because obviously they hadn't walked in my shoes, but it's special. I can't say any more words about the uniqueness of it, but it is just incredibly special, and I'm very grateful for it.
We got another question from Michael Stutler, who's here with us live, and he says, "Double J, that From the Heart video on Owen you shot had me 100% invested in your match with Hangman. I was pissed afterwards. It's been a while since I felt that type of emotion after a match." As a performer, is that like the highest compliment you can get, you think?
People upset.
Yeah, just the idea that they're emotionally invested.
To me, that's the essence of our industry. Now, not just creative subjective, our business is subjective. But in the most simplest terms, if I'm walking into I'll say a boardroom, Conrad, of bankers or private equity or straight financial folks, and they say, "Jeff, how do we make money at this business?" Like, and we can give all kind of terms, and hey, you got to make more than you spend, and blah blah blah. But once you kind of move all that out of the way, to me, the essence of the industry, when you drill it right down to it, is that you have to get people to care about your product. And so when people make those kind of comments, I'm super appreciative, because I'm talking on a real, maybe the most real situation I've ever been a part of in wrestling. And so it's very natural for me. But when I see those comments, I'm flattered.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what adfreeshows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-Free Shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that adfreeshows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. adfreeshows.com.